And Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit is resolute in his belief that people who return home after studying abroad should be rewarded for their willingness to come back to help develop the country. The Prime Minister, while disclosing some of the areas that will be addressed in the 2017-2018 national budget, made mention of several ways in which those who earn a degree and return home will be benefited, including the provision of financial and technical support for those wishing to start businesses.
You will also hear us announcing a special program of financing for entrepreneurs. And there's a very remarkable thing taking place in Dominica, where you have a number of people who have gone out to study and who have come back, they have their jobs, but they have a small business, creating jobs for our people in Dominica. And you also have people who have allowed an idea to grow into a practical thing they invest in. And they need the technical and financial support to sustain them. So, in addition to the small business assistance, which we'll continue to give, we'll be announcing a special package of measures for entrepreneurs to build a culture and a spirit of entrepreneurship in Dominica. And we'll articulate this in a more detailed fashion when I deliver the budget address on behalf of the government and people of Dominica.
He noted that too many of those who return home are riddled with challenges and that there must be some form of compensation for persons who return to the country to work towards the development of Dominica.
And I think that we have to find a way of rewarding those who come back to the service of the Commonwealth of Dominica. So I will be articulating a position on this in this year's budget, because they come back to study, they want to build a home and so forth, but the student loan can be challenging. You know, some of them have to pay as much as $1,600 a month for the student loan. So we'll be looking at that to see what level of support we can provide to you.
Skerrit did comment that there are those who have little regard for the plight of the family members they leave behind when they don't return.
You see, some of us, we get scholarships, we get grants, some of us we take loans, some of us have a combination of those things to go and study. And some of us come back. You understand? Some come back and some don't. And let me tell you something. I do not have any difficulty with those who stay abroad and work and make a way of life for themselves and send back a little money for their grandmother and so forth. What I have problem is the people who take their grandmothers home, put it in the bank, get a loan, and don't come back, and poor granny lose a house.
The Prime Minister further announced that a program will be launched to aid with the human resource development on the island, which will target those who have returned with a first degree.
What we have found with the government's revolution to access to tertiary education, we have seen a dramatic increase in the number of Dominicans with first degrees. But you need a second degree to really get the real further in-depth knowledge of your area of discipline. So we'll be launching a special program to target people who are interested in doing their master's degrees. But those master's degrees must fall within the national priority. So it's not what you want to study, but what the country needs.
And Skerrit made these revelations during a town hall meeting in Newtown earlier this week.